Vibe with me. Rock with me. Who, what, when, all that I hear are questions. It's about who you know, not what you show. That's just foul, but how it goes. Others a week, I'm on the road. One of a kind, yeah, antidote. Fire inside, the flow is cold. Yo, this for the soul. Stress in my mind, that's nothing new. I am the time, tick-tock, I'm glued. I'm optimist prime, designed to move. Cheers of applause at Bonnaroo. Feeling the vibe, the show improve. Full of that private G to use. If you're going through hell, keep pushing through. I done tried a 9 to 5 multi times, daily grinds. Make my mind a battle, shine my passion screams. I will not die through the days, through the nights. I done ride with bloody eyes. Yes, you can if you decide. All I asked was who am I? In this life, you gotta take risks. If it don't earn out, they didn't do shit. Get off your ass and use a wig. You're now the man amongst these kids. It'll be alright, 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 alright. It'll be alright, 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 alright. It'll be alright, 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 alright. It'll be alright, 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 alright. If you fall, don't think that you fail all the time. If you fall, don't think that you fail all the time. It's priceless. What life is, don't be blind to an everyday crisis. This on God, I swear I'm the nicest. So many frauds in the land of the mindless. Are you what you claim? I'm more than just a name. I done found my lane through the fire and the flames. You can keep the fame, I just want my brain. Power brings a rain, someone else will want the same. Just a little bit of that and a little bit of this. Every bit of the rap, if you really with the shit, you can really get clapped. Don't you live with regrets? Anybody know we trap, and it is what it is, yeah. Look in the mirror, answers will appear. Look in the mirror, conquer all your fears. In this life, you gotta take risks. If it don't earn out, they didn't do shit. Get off your ass and use a wig. You're now the man amongst these kids. It'll be alright, 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 alright. It'll be alright, 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 alright. It'll be alright, 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 alright. It'll be alright, 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 alright. If you fall, don't think that you fail all the time. If you fall, don't think that you fail. If you fall, don't think that you fail all the time. If you fall, don't think that you fail. What it do, how you is, grew up as a lonely kid. Friends that come and go and shit. My follow that trend and dip. Fame maintain, I kill for them. Brothers made, I kill for them. Sisters made, I kill for them. Without you all, I would be dead. I done tried a 9 to 5 multi times, daily grinds. Make my mind a battle, shine my passion screams. I will not die through the days, through the nights. I done ride with bloody eyes. Yes, you can if you decide. All I asked was who am I? In this life, you gotta take risks. If it don't earn out, they didn't do shit. Get off your ass and use a wig. You're now the man amongst these kids. It'll be alright, 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 alright. It'll be alright, 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 alright. It'll be alright, 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 alright. It'll be alright, 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 alright. Yeah, vibe with me, yeah. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah. Vibe with me, rock with me, yeah, hey.
What's good, y'all? What is good? That kicks in. Let me know. Oh, man. What's good, y'all? How's everybody doing? How is everyone doing? Welcome to another edition of A Better Man, which is True Vibe TV's own show where we do not women bash, but this show is dedicated to the betterment of men. But you ladies are always welcome to continue to converse with us. Let us know how you feel. But we feel that you ladies have enough platforms. So this is for us. Shout out to Jazz. I'll be back soon.
Yeah, man.
Got to take care of his health. Shout out to Mr. CEO himself, Frontlines BR. Catch you next week. I am one of your other hosts, Truth, and the other half of True Vibe TV is Mr. Jeff Shears, a.k.a. Mr. Socks. How are you today?
I'm good. Tired of the rain.
It just started today. You tired of it already?
Yeah. Yeah,
on,
I mean,
man.
I'll take it better than snow, but
I was
yeah,
just
it
about to
like,
say, you don't want snow, you don't want rain.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it, but I was just like, I just couldn't get a clear day. We start the week early tomorrow, be back at work. Welcome back, fuckers. And that's
You know what's
it.
crazy? I remember it. I'm going to remember you saying this when we get that 120-degree day. And you're going to be like, oh, fuck, it's hot, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You know what's crazy? Like, looking outside, this is when I can tell the weather's changing.
Because the daylight. It's
Right.
still daylight.
Like, you look outside, 6 o'clock,
Yeah.
still daylight. And I think yesterday was daylight past 6. Something like that. So I was like, whoa.
I mean, well, yeah, the days are getting longer.
Yeah.
We're getting back into springtime. Spring technically should be next week. I mean, yeah, sometime next week or something like that.
Is
yeah.
it next week?
It's got to be because it's sometime in March, the beginning of March or something like that.
Yeah.
March is Monday, tomorrow.
Around the 28th or something like that.
Yeah, March is tomorrow. So yeah,
You ain't lying. I was like, gosh, man.
Yeah, man, we hit a year in the
celebrated.
shenanigans,
We already
people.
here.
We hit a year in the shenanigans.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh, man. Hey, man, but like you said, I'll take little of the flurries before I actually have to deal. Shout out to everybody checking us out.
Yes, we
feel
see you.
free
Thank
to
you.
comment anything that you find interesting. If you have any questions, we're here. Even if you need to look it up and you have something you want to bring to us at a later time, we're always on everything. So we'll be able to get to your questions.
Yeah.
Anything that you have. We're on multiple platforms. I'm checking everything out. See whatever's going on. But we're here. Shout out to everybody who will be watching us via Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram. We will be adding Twitch to our repertoire. I can never pronounce that word. Say it for me, Jeff, please.
Well, you said it right.
Repertoire. I
Yeah.
said, oh shit, first time ever. We'll be adding Twitch shortly.
Yeah.
So for you individuals who, love Twitch, only deal with Twitch because everyone has their own individual specific platform that they like to watch on, we'll be coming to you within a couple of weeks. And our goal here is to, I would say by the end of the year, be running strong. But like 16 platforms, anything that we feel.
Well, potentially. I mean,
yeah.
All 16 at once
I
would be stupid.
I don't want to do LinkedIn. It's.
I wouldn't even touch LinkedIn. LinkedIn is just for jobs.
More, right.
But I mean, the option to use platforms, and two, why is LinkedIn even trying to go to a video service? But whatever they're gonna do. But we have the option to play with multiple platforms, and the option for you guys to use multiple platforms.
Absolutely.
That's the thing. That's
crazy,
the thing.
Crazy, man. And we're gonna have a treat for you guys a little later on tonight, maybe around 7:38. Check me out for you guys checking out on Facebook. You'll be able to catch it. So if you're looking for something different, tonight is a night. You definitely want to tune in around 7:38 p.m. We'll go live.
Okay, cool.
All right, so before we get started with what we have for you today, which is what we were talking about again today?
Cryptocurrencies.
Nice.
So since we were talking about it a little bit last week, I said, let's go over a lot of things that we think a lot of people don't know, just average folks. A lot of people been hearing stuff in news, with the Robinhood debacle. Well, it wasn't just Robinhood. It was TD, Ameritrade, Webull. They all stopped people from buying certain things. The GameStop is what everything has been. The GameStop stock is what everything has been, trending under the news, with people doing squeezes and stuff. But then, it's the Bitcoin freeze here. Bitcoin had $57,000. So stuff like that. But go ahead. What were you going to say before we go into it?
No. We'll do it like we normally do. We have to talk to the plug. What's going on as far as housing. I do want to say this because it almost happened to me, and it happened to someone that Jeff knows. I want to say right here, right now, Craigslist, you should be a fucking ashamed of yourself. I want to tell you that right now. Be very, very careful for you individuals who are looking for housing at this moment. There are scams going around on Craigslist. As far I did my research, I haven't ran into one yet on Facebook, but on Craigslist, there are scammers who are, once you apply for an apartment, more information, they'll hit you up via text, and they'll tell you they want to send you more information. They want to know if you're an actual human being. So they're going to test you, answer this. What code did I send you? And it sounds on the up and up. But one of Jeff's friends actually sent money, and the moment he sent money, he's never heard from the individuals again.
Right.
So if anyone's sending you or only wants to operate with you via text, dead giveaway. I hit up the several apartments where I was asked to read back a code and that they wanted to send me more information, and they just needed to make sure I was a human. And I kindly greeted them and let them know, if you want to know if I'm a human, call me. I got another text back. Are you ready for the code? No, I'm ready for your phone call. I ain't hear back from them since. So be very, very careful. And I know there's a lot of people who are trying to upgrade their living situations, which is the right thing to do, especially around this time. Again, March 19th is when the
reparations, the stay on evictions
is over unless it's going to get extended by Murphy. As of yet,
well, not even just Murphy, not to cancel you off, but going into it. So the Senate, the House of Representatives passed the $1.9 trillion bill. That was the one Joe Biden was throwing around. So that'll have extensions for that, unemployment, you name it. You know, everything else, the $1,400, et cetera, more PPP, all the shenanigans and everything else, is going to the Senate to be voted on tomorrow, I believe.
Okay, nice. So we might hear something in the next couple of days or maybe a week or so.
Yeah, this week. We'll hear something this week, and then if it passes there, which is it's expected to, it'll go to him. He'll sign it, and everything goes through.
Nice.
Note that it was passed in the House with no help from the
Republicans.
Yep, not a one.
Well, I mean, they don't own the House anymore.
But the sad part is a lot of this income and a lot of these $1,400 checks and so on and so forth will be used in those states. You get what I'm saying? So it's not like, yo, we're not feeding your people, your constituents who voted for you, whether they understand what they're voting for or what they not or whatever. So that's the irony of it.
Yeah.
And not saying this is the best bill either, but a lot of that is going to be there. So a lot of it'll be, oh my God, it'll be help for people with rent. It'll be help for the landlords. It'll be help for a lot of stuff.
In this bill.
Coming through,
okay.
Yeah.
Do we know the particulars about, as far as, are they going to forgive the debt? They're going to start over? They're going to help the landlords out?
I think they'll be able to apply for like a grant or something like that. I didn't look into that much, but they ain't forgiving nothing because it's taxes. See, we forget it's the taxes that need to be paid, folks. When I pay my rent, the landlord pays his mortgage if he has one, or if not, he pays his property taxes, or he pays all that other stuff that has to get paid. So who's forgiving that? And when you look at things in the long run, you know what I mean. So
my thinking is, and obviously they're definitely not going to do this. How much money does your tenant owe? We'll take that off on your taxes. It's a win-win. No one loses.
That's too much.
You know what I mean? But like you.
That's too much. You got to remember, some people out here paying $25,000, $28,000, $3,000 for rent. That's over $30,000 a year.
Forgive the taxes.
That's over $30,000 a year.
I feel.
I just want y'all niggas to know.
Feel
So
you.
when you talking about I'm paying entry level, I gotta forgive an entry level employee. Keep that nigga unemployed. Put him on unemployment and send him down to low income. Fill out a Section 8 voucher, whatever that is. It's a shenanigans. It's a lot. It's always everybody got we Monday morning quarterbacks, as they say. You know what I mean? Yo, if I would have came there, would have and did this. Like, yeah, of course, everything's great in hindsight.
After the fact.
Yeah, everything's great in hindsight, but it's getting behind it. But I just want to give people information on how they can use their $1,400 if they instead of buying a car or whatever the hell it is.
Hey man, Audi's is going up, baby. Buy some stock and stuff.
Look,
So we still don't have any word as far as student loans. I know they have been forgiven all the way up to September.
Not forgiven. They have been paused until September. Yeah.
Forgive mines, baby. My shit is just sitting there. I look at that shit every day. Come on now, give me help, something on this mug right here.
That's I don't. But this is not in that not 1.9 trillion, but they want him to add it or make a new rule for it. He can do it under his presidential power. The numbers don't add up for the economy. Looks wise, if he does it, understandable. You get what I'm saying? So there's a lot on his shoulders. Plus, he made his little point. It's not fair for the private people in school compared to the regular people in school. Yeah. A lot of people don't care about fair at this point. They just want it paid. They was like, look, I don't give a fuck. Pay his shit and pay my shit too. We cool.
When that roles is reversed,
yeah,
and you can't say, oh well, because they can afford to go to that school. Nah, just get ahead and give them a break.
Yeah.
Even if it's $5,000 per person, $10,000 per person, or depending on the school, because you got a lot of people out here who went to, these really super upper echelon schools, and they're about $300,000 in debt. $5,000 ain't doing shit for them.
Yeah.
I mean, $5,000 is $5,000, but hey,
yeah, man.
You got to forgive something, man. You can't just have people here dead and stinking in the water and not reaping the benefits.
You are outpricing what people can afford. That's the bad part. That ends up causing chaos in all of history that we know of. That ends up, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I ain't got nothing to lose now.
Facts.
I'm homeless and I'm this, so I might as well go ahead and burn down the Capitol. I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying, they
gonna be the next Trump.
Yeah, but again, Trump already out there still making noise. That's the other killer. He about to come back in 4 years. Like, y'all ready? I just wanted y'all to know. Y'all took Joe. Come and get this. And if he mess up enough, he gonna get the rest of the world with him.
Like you said, he's already started backtracking on a lot of the things he said he was gonna do.
Yeah,
changes he was gonna make. So you never know. That would be scary, but hey, it is what it is.
I'm just a man named Jeff. That's it. I just see the world as it comes.
All right, man. Go ahead again. Watch out for the big scam on Craigslist, especially if you were in the tri-state area. If they're asking you for money, speak to someone. Ask to go to the actual office. You need a real receipt.
Yeah,
it's the best way I could put it. You
Yeah.
need a real receipt.
Yeah.
You need something from someone.
Yeah.
But be careful out there.
Yeah, man.
All right, come on, give it to us, man. I'm ready to go ahead and get
All
my
right.
Robinhood going.
So, all right. So we're gonna talk about cryptocurrencies, okay? Cryptocurrency. So I'm just gonna go basically with all of a BR here. I just pulled up some info because he was like, yeah, he doesn't understand what it is. And I was like, I understand, because you want to see something tangible. You want to see the green dollar in your hand, something you can hold, something you can throw at somebody, get some change back. Understand, instead of just being like, yo, boop, 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 all right, get them out and leave. It'll freak people out after a bit. So I'm going to go here. So cryptocurrency is a form of payment that is digital that can be exchanged for goods or services. You have to find places that accept cryptocurrency. They're often called tokens. I am paraphrasing all of this stuff from NerdWallet and everything here. I'm giving you the main name and terms so we can move. Please feel free. Anybody ask questions, even you too. Truth. What's going on here? So with that example, it's also known, when you say payment, this is an asset. Okay, so it is digital money. That's what we need to see. Digital money. Okay? If a lot of cryptocurrencies have always been used in what we know as the dark web, because banks will not process transactions going through it. They are not backed by banks yet. People are trying to get them done. Everything is going there, so you'll see stuff like that. But they are not backed by banks yet. Certain banks are starting to accept them as payments or to hold money. So basically, you have a wallet. So you have two different styles of wallet. You can have a real world wallet, what they call cold storage, I believe. And usually it's held on a USB file. That's like with the guy that we all saw in the news who forgot his password because he ain't used that shit in 10 years. And since the price had jacked up so much, he had like a couple of $1 million and he was going to lose. A couple $100 million, I think. And he wasn't worried about it because he had already had $100 million more. So that's one type of storage. That's holding your money there. You don't have to go to Chase. Your money is always with you. I put my crypto in my safe at home. I left it. As long as everybody got computers and everything is going, I get to come out in the real world, plug it into a computer, log into the account and the software, wherever it is, and it'll say, hey, your 300 cryptocurrencies is now worth, whatever it is. If you want to take it, you can move it to take it or exchange or do whatever. People are using, a lot of online people use it peer-to-peer to buy things. People used to use it back in the day for stickers. Like when they buy like online stickers and people doing stuff. You would see a lot of people, like I said, if you were ever buying anything off the dark web, or not even just the dark web, just off of BS sites that you shouldn't be on, getting, drugs, getting chemicals, etc., you probably have some type of form of digital currency that you used, another way, a mainstay of it. So a lot of people transacted in it, never really thought to hold it or keep it until the values are starting to go up. Just so we know how many different types of cryptocurrencies there are, at this moment, there are more than 6,700 types of cryptocurrencies. So that's like having the American dollar, the Canadian dollar, the Mexican peso, Brazilian.
Shit, right.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? It's like everybody got their own thing, Some of these names you hear out are the big names that are going out now where everybody's talking about Google. You got Litecoin, Bitcoin. You got Dodge. Dodge is worth under pennies. I think it's like 5 cents at the moment or whatever it is.
Dang.
Yeah. So it's a decentralized type of currency. Understand. Centralized currency usually it's backed by the U.S. When I go somewhere, my $20 bill that's U.S. and it's got that person on it, that's backed by the American, the government, right. That they will accept it. Somebody you traded for whatever it is will take it and accept it, or they'll take it at any bank, a certain U.S. bank that'll service or anything like that. You can't walk up with my USB and go to Chase like, yo, I got about $3 million here. What's good? I need to know about the deposit. No, you need to wire that in some other way.
Nickels and dimes. I need it in nickels and dimes.
Yeah. In the past, so let me just tell you right now, just to give you some reality, and this is not up to date, kids. This is not up to date because the market has dropped with a couple of days. Bitcoin, they say the market capitalization $969 billion. Ethereum, another big one that's going out there, 222 billion. Tether, 33 billion. Binance, 30 billion. Cardano, 28 billion. Polkadot, 28 million. That's like the top 6. And mind you, 5 years ago, they were all like, Bitcoin was like $1, like $10 or something ridiculous, something like, yo, I just threw the vacation money at it. I mean, it ain't cost me nothing. I just left it there, put that shit in the safe deposit box, and then do this. Last week, I think I told the story of the guy who said if the black people had invested $1 in 2013, just $1, at the height of 2 weeks ago, I'll say 3 weeks. We're going on 3 weeks ago now. You would have that dollar would have $57,000 worth
per dollar. You would have invested.
It would have been because the coin. I think in 13 it was going out under $1 a token. That's per share, folks. That's per share. So now how do we turn our regular American dollars into cryptocurrency? Well, you would need to have a wallet and something purchased through it, some app or something to purchase through it. So on Robinhood per se, they trade certain cryptos. I know it's Litecoin, they do Dodge, they do Bitcoin, they do something there, but they don't do all the other ones. Like I said, there's over 6,700. There's certain places like Binance, which is an exchange. You can open up a wallet. So you can open up a wallet there. You can trade your regular money in there through a wire transfer or a credit card, and then they charge you a fee. So let's say I want $50 worth. They'll probably charge you like a $5 fee, and you'll get $45 worth. I'm just giving an example, folks. It's not exactly a fee. These people ain't paid us. I'm just telling you. There are ways there you can activate and get to it. Now, let me know if I lost you anywhere, because you're the only one here.
No, I got you, because I got my questions, but I want you to get it all out, so I can ask, because I want to ask. I'll wait.
Yeah, feel free to jump in, ask anytime. So with that, now let's go like crypto 102. 101, what is crypto? Now 102. So you can trade crypto, all these 6700s, just like the stock market. That's more advanced. So just like you want to buy Apple, you can be like, yo, I got Bitcoin. All right, let's say I got 1 Bitcoin. And right now I think it's at like 48,000, maybe even under than that. Let me give you, because the crypto market can be very volatile. When you hear anything with volatility, like for the past 3 or 4 business days, the regular market has been crashing. It's going down. Dow Jones dropped, everything dropped, everything's going down. Apple went down, Tesla lost a couple hundred.
Did it?
Everything is going down. So, you can't just be like, oh, it's just crypto, it's just that. Bitcoin right now is $45,000. I told you it was at $57,000 when at the high. That's over $10,000 lost. So imagine you said, shit, they got lost $10,000. What happened? You know what I mean? It's a volatility thing, but you gotta keep an eye on that market, and if it's time to pull out, pull out. I would have pulled out at 57 rather than 45. Again, but if I was lucky enough to get it in 2013 for $1, imagine if I threw $100 in there. You have over $450,000 right now, just sitting there. Just, you know what I'm saying? And or 570, whatever, if you pulled it out a certain time. But you could have had you know what I'm saying, a house, a mortgage, and all this other whatever it is, could have 10 times over for like a nice little investment for things that we put away. Right now, yeah. So like Doge, I'll just give you a thing. Why is this weighed heavy and this one is there, this one is there? So when they make these, it's an algorithm, folks, okay? So it's an algorithm that is made to base, so like I want to start a Jeff coin. I'm going to make the algorithm, right? So when I make the algorithm, I'm going to say this algorithm can only be a million pieces. Well, let's say 800,000 pieces. So, I don't want it ever to define under go over under to be divided by 800,000 pieces. So, the meaning if everybody gets one, 800,000 people get one. Dogecoin, I think the guy, it was made as a joke, but people just started throwing money in because if you're investing, you can make out like a bandit. He did like $1 million or something like that, right? He just expanded the zeros and did it as a joke. Ha 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 ha. Everybody brought it. Yo, here's $10 of this. I love you guys. Joke. A couple years later, so they were buying the shit under a penny. So let's just say for giggles, you threw 10,000 in it. Just because you had it. You was P. Diddy. You had 10 grand. That ain't nothing. I spend that on drinks. Boom. Throw it to the baby. Threw that shit in there. And then the shit shoots up to 7 cents. You made like 70 grand. Not even. You made like 7 grand or something like that. Just for just sitting there. In a heartbeat. When it shoots up, you pull it out and you get out, you move. You got your principal, you got 7 grand, you move. Little things like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the point of playing in that market. Now here's another note. Like I said, we're on Crypto 102 at this point. It is a 24-hour market. The stock market closes at 5. You can get after hours trading. I think that goes to like 7 or 8 or something like that. But that's just trading. The price of it is not really jumping too much. I mean, they have their little things. This thing is 24/7 nonstop in cryptocurrency. Does not stop. So meaning you could lose 10 grand while you sleeping. Wake up. Yo, we at 50 cents. No, nigga, that's just say 42. What you talking about? It is worldwide. So these are the things of it. But so always view this as a form of currency that can be used. You can take whatever coins you have because you don't have to buy one coin. I don't got 45 grand to buy one coin just sitting out in cash. You can buy a percentage of a coin. So for giggles, right, before, let me give you the percentage that I brought. 0.003012 of one share. I brought a fraction of a share. That's not even registered in the first 2/10. So y'all own 1 penny of a share. That 1 penny of that one share was $5 that had went up and got $2 gain.
Nice.
When it was at 57. When it went to the highest, it got $2 gain. I just want you to think about that. So that was $5, and I picked up 2, and all I did was just rest money in there. You understand? And it wasn't the full 45 grand, but you went along for the ride. So I'm just saying Robinhood at this point. I think Webull trades a few. Like I said, there's Binance. You can go to Coinbase. Coinbase does that. It does all crypto. I think there's a few of the 67. I mean, they don't touch all of them, but they touch a good amount. There's tons of other crypto platforms out there that are cheap, folks, under $1 that go through this volatility. There's a bunch at like 60, 70 cents that jump up to $2, $3. That's like over a 300% increase. So imagine you just throwing $300 there. You see what I'm saying? So these are things to think about when I say other ways to trade, things that we should be knowing, other styles of things that we're doing that people always end up missing out because, I didn't know, I didn't trust it. Well, let's play pocket change because I'm not sitting here saying throw your rent money. I'm never sitting here saying throw your rent money.
$5, $10.
$5, $10. That's it. $5, $10. Read up about the currency. Who started it? Who's investing in it? Now, everybody's big on Bitcoin because it's in the news and people are starting to use that. Elon Musk started tweeting about Doge and Bitcoin. Doge jumped to 7 cents. It was trading under a penny.
One day.
Under A penny.
Imagine
Nigga,
if
I
you had
can't
that
split a
$100.
penny. Yeah, we can't split a penny in here in the real life world.
Or the gas stations do it all the time. If you ever really pay attention to that 9/10 of a
In the background, they only show you the two places. But that's what I'm saying. That's what we're doing here. Let me get this calculator because he did put a couple of million in there, and just watch the shit jump because when he tweeted,
so he put a couple of million in it.
yeah, I
Then
think like one
when-
and a half, and then he brought Bitcoin at the same thing. And when Bitcoin that was at 51, and when they jumped up 7,000, he pulled it out. So and that was with the company money allegedly. So now think about it. Tesla jump. Let Tesla fall. Matter of fact, fall 300 more. Don't worry about it. I'm good. We Gucci over here. Nigga, I don't know what y'all at.
Personally, I'm good.
Yeah. Yo, when you sit there 1.5, let me see this times 0.07. He made $105,000 when it jumped up to 7 cents. If he pulled it out, I'm just gonna say he did the right
Talking
thing.
about total, or is that per?
No. Total.
Okay.
If he pulled it out, as soon as it hit 7 cents, when he put up 1.5 million, when they allegedly they were reporting, he put that in there. So 1.5 million, I deposited, and then I took that shit all out. I made $105,000, and that was just for the shit to jump to 7 cents. That's cents. We didn't even hit dollars. But that's what we're trading on. That's what they're trading on in this market. So of course, the more you put in, the more you can gain out of it. It's high volatility. Him doing that is a piece of them knowing how to manipulate the market. Everybody else is going to put in. All the retail people are going to put in because me, Elon Musk, said, go put in. I started this. I do these things. This is what I do. Bitcoin is now, Tesla is talking about buying the cars with Bitcoin, allowing to accept. So now that's something tangible. Now that's the same thing as me, like, yo, I got my Chase card, homie. Let me get the one with the doors that go up. Yo, I got my Bitcoin. Let me hit the code and allow you to take it. Let me get the same joint. There's one bank, I forgot the name of the bank, that's interested in taking Bitcoin now directly to hold and use. So now there's other foreign banks that would allow you to, and other apps that will now allow you to become a lender just off your Bitcoin. So imagine you held this money, you get to get interest for this shit, extra interest based on the value. People didn't even think about people didn't even think about this way. How the rich get richer. But go ahead, what's some of your questions?
All right, so my thing is the creation of the Bitcoin.
Yes.
So how does a creation of a Bitcoin happen? So you said we have over 6,000 different versions of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So how is a Bitcoin created? And two, how do we know which ones to buy, which ones to stay away from?
Okay. I had that up here. Where the hell is... let me find it. It is...
Because that's kind of, like when we were talking with BR, like, okay, like there's so many, what do I get? When do I get it? So we really want to know. There's over 6,000, so that's like, okay, a Bitcoin technically isn't a Bitcoin.
So it uses like what's called a blockchain ledger. So I said it's an algorithm, all computer code. Every program we're using now is computer code, telling the computer to do this. Take the picture from here. Use the lighting from here. Light this up. Okay? So imagine we're going to start TruthCoin. Computer programmer, we got this. So here we go. Okay. I'm writing this algorithm that's based off this blockchain. So all the information is shared on multiple servers, not one server. So that's where you get the decentralized. In America, an American dollar is only good here. You can't go overseas and spend. You have to find what? An exchange. Right? And they change that money to something you can use. But there is none because your money will be the same. Your Bitcoin, whatever, when you make that algorithm, it'll be the same type of money there. So it's an algorithm they write, and it's All this stuff is changed by the block. What they mean the blockchain, and I'm just simplifying all the words here. It counts the transactions and ledgers. So you know how you keep track of the money coming in and coming out here? Imagine all those same servers that everybody's that's going to hold TruthCoin. When we make TruthCoin on the computer,
Right.
everybody will be able to check how much your TruthCoin will be working, how much you have of it. So Darrell Smalls will have 7 million TruthCoins, and you know the moment he spends one, he's 76,999,999. You know, because he spent it here. A transaction will be there for everybody to see. It'll be there. It's tracked by you. It's this algorithm. It's written by you. You may have heard of mining.
Yeah.
So only certain. So when you write these algorithms, they're written in different ways. I'm trying to simplify this as much as I can. You have what's called a proof of work concept, and then a proof of state or statement or whatever. Proof of work can be mined, as I understand it, because what the computer does. So you build a computer, you sign up with a program, hash miner or whatever it is, one of these programs that'll get you the algorithm to Bitcoin.
Right.
They'll register you, and you know, so you can do the work. Your computer will always be running the code to make sure that the security and all this stuff holds up. So when we make our TruthCoin, and if we do it under proof of work, that means we're checking the security, we're checking the ledger balances, we're making sure all the account and everything adds up, right? But we're running it on. We're also allowing other people to run the same program to make sure everything is the same. So they're doing that, and they earn whatever it is, 0.00001 per every calculation they do.
Okay.
So that's how they can slowly mine, if it makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Over time, or the faster the computer they have, if they have like some super NASA computer, which a lot of fools do, you get what I'm saying? They end up making $80 a day, $100 a day, $200 a day, but the computer is just blowing algorithm codes to make sure it's everything it is. So your money is held up in ones and zeros in an algorithm wherever it is. You can have it in a cold storage, something you can hold with you,
Right.
or you can have it in an app like how we log into Chase. We'll log into the server, the TruthCoin.
Okay.
If it makes sense. You get what
No,
I'm
I
saying?
feel you. So, could you give us the top 5 or top 10 Bitcoins to date?
So I ran those off. That was you have Bitcoin,
Right.
Ethereum, Tether, Binance Coin, but Binance Coin is a wallet that also created a coin.
Okay.
They're up there, and that's when I gave you the amounts. Polkadot is doing good. Litecoin. Now, there's also other models of Bitcoins, too. There's Bitcoin Cash, but that's way under. I said Bitcoin, the first one that they built, is at 969 billion.
So
Bitcoin Cash
Right.
is at 13 billion.
as a whole.
Yeah.
So how much would it cost to actually purchase one of the top 5 shares right now?
You mean to buy one coin.
Right.
So one token, because
Right.
it's split, remember? It's, there can always be 800. Remember I said we just put a number, 800,000 tokens. So if 800,000 people have one, or one person had 800,000, or whatever it is. So you may have 50 coins of the 800. You get what I'm saying? It was division over that. How much would it be? Always varies based off of the market. So the Bitcoin market changes 24/7. That is a market that goes up and down. So again, right now, Bitcoin is as a value at 45,800. I'm gonna say 45,800. I'm not gonna keep going
Per.
because it changed. Yeah, per share. That's why I said, folks, when the guy said everybody should just throw $1 in when it was under $1 and leave it, that's throwaway money. That was chips. Am I wrong? That was a black. You could get black whatever you want to get, a Snapple, Arizona iced tea, Slim Jims.
And $1 for 20 plus years, baby.
So imagine in 2013, technology, what it was and what it was. I'm gonna say easy access. I had a laptop. I had that. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard to go in there. They're gonna ask for validation when you sign into these crypto exchanges or crypto wallet. So meaning, yes, I'm Jeffrey Shears. Here's my address, and here's something ID, which is standard. Same thing a bank would ask for. Same thing as something there. So that way they know it's you. So you're in the middle of fucking France and you ain't got shit but your Bitcoin that's sitting in a wallet because all your real money and stuff has been stolen. You get what I'm saying? And now you can be like, yo, let me log in. At least I can try to find some way to pull something out. I can get access. They know it's you. Oh, you Jeffrey Shears, whoever it is. So you know, it's got its own securities in there, but
Right.
none of it is FDIC. It's not like, yo, let's talk about the worst. I don't know if this is a coming up for a question. Bitcoin crashes, the servers go down, or they get hacked, which people do. Like I said, part of those algorithms are for safety and stuff like that they constantly upgrading and run. Bitcoin gets hacked. God forbid, right? So now it means it's going to devalue. People go in there and change the values.
Everybody
I got
be
62
pulling
million.
out.
Yes, and
Jumping
besides
ship.
everybody pulling, you got it. Everybody starts pulling out, right? There is no FDIC, which is what anytime you go into a bank, they see it on the little window. You see it by the teller platform. You see that out there. That meaning we're gonna guarantee you up to $100,000. See that you can get back from the federal government.
You lost $5 million, but we're gonna give you this $100,000.
Yeah. That's all they cover. That's all they cover.
And the bank will walk off with the rest,
The rest of your money, yeah, that they're gonna get recovered back from the government. They don't have that in crypto, so it is a gamble. So I'm gonna be honest. If you're taking baby steps into it, everybody, no matter where you go and where you say, will tell you to take your money out daily. Hence, let me explain it to you. Crypto's moving up and down. Oh, we get back to 57,000 per share again. Cool. If I'm mining, if I'm just taking my investment out or whatever it is, you can always buy and sell more. You know, take that shit out, put it into your wallet, because your wallet will hold and stay the same. So meaning you took out the money while it was at 57. They'll give you whatever it's worth at that time, how much ever you own. You understand? So if your initial investment was 300, right, and it grew to 500, and you take it out at 5, you get to keep 5. Now you can transfer that 5. You can wire transfer it into your bank. Everybody gonna charge a fee or something. Ain't nothing free, folks. I'm sorry. You're gonna get hit with some type of fee, but there's $200 extra you ain't get or whatever it is. You know what I mean? You can take it out at that time. So you can take that money out at that time, so that way it's not going through the volatility. You know what I'm saying? So you look today, you check tonight, and the shit dropped, and you mad. Like, I should have took it out at this time if they had got hacked. So, but if they got hacked, there is no guarantee of it. It can be dangerous. I would say now a lot of cryptos too. I don't know if there's gonna be one in there, but while we're talking about security, a lot of cryptos aren't, I don't want to say legal, or it's legal to do this, but the states don't back it. If you understand, like, they be like, nah, don't do it because we can't guarantee no funds. We don't do this. We not using it. In actuality, besides using buying a Tesla, all I can think of is Tesla at the moment. There's like maybe 2 other things that regular folk ain't getting can be used for Bitcoin for, besides trading exchanges. So I can take so let's say I own $500 in Bitcoin. I can convert that through one of those apps and programs to one of the top 5. Ethereum, Tether, Binance, Polkadot. You get what I'm saying? I can take the money I already have here that I gained and put it in one of the other cryptos if I wanted to, and watch them go up. Maybe because it's like buying more shares. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Things like that. Go ahead. What were some of the other
All
questions?
right, so we have over 6,000. We have the top ones that are good, but technically right now, you can't. He's trying to set it up, or you can actually buy a Tesla with your Bitcoin.
They said they're going to start accepting it this month. March or something like that.
All right, so as of right now, that's the only thing you can legitimately buy for with actual Bitcoin dollars
That I
instead
checked.
of
Yeah.
having to convert.
Yes, you can do peer-to-peer. Hence, truth, I really like that eyebrow ring. Nigga, I got $50 in Bitcoin. Boom. All right, nigga, no problem. Appreciate you. You understand what I'm saying? You can use it peer-to-peer. That's the best part of it. So instead of me using my regular green dollars, I can use it peer-to-peer anywhere in the world. And we know what it is. So I don't have to convert to do anything. $50 in Bitcoin is still going to be that 0.00089, whatever it is, even if I go to Japan. And I'm in Japan. Yo, I like them Nikes. I got $50 in Bitcoin. It's going to be 0.0089. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not like, yo, I got to convert it to yen, then back to the U.S., then lose the points. You see what I'm saying?
Like you're going to Cancun with 10 American dollars, you living like a boss down there.
Exactly. What else was I gonna say on that? All right, go ahead. What's the next question? Go ahead. I forgot.
So all right. So as of right now, so what intrigues me about the whole Bitcoin thing is like what happened with us with the pandemic, and I'm sure a lot of people out there have experienced it, even probably prior to the situation, where you're getting hit with, oh well, we don't have change. Because I went to a couple of restaurants and said, well, we don't have change.
Dude, that was everywhere I went. I don't care where you went, yeah.
So I'm sitting here like, okay, so you taxed me to purchase your food, knowing you didn't have proper change to give me back.
Right.
Once I started saying that, niggas started digging their pocket because they knew where I was going with it.
Right.
Because technically, you're committing fraud.
I don't know if it's fraud.
If knowingly you charging me something, knowing you can't give me my change back. So if know this is $7.75.
Right. But did they tell you that we are only accepting card due to this?
No.
Okay, so yeah, if that signing stuff ain't up there, then yeah.
Right. So technically, once I start talking that, niggas start digging in their pockets.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if you know you don't have change,
yeah,
and you're still charging me overall taxes, so instead of charging me $7.75, you should just charge me $7.
You know what? I haven't seen no signs that much now. I think because the bank started opening, but I don't know.
Motherfucker tried to hit me with that the other day.
Yeah.
I was like, because I went someplace, and I was supposed to get back 14 cents.
Yeah.
And I could give two shits about it, because a lot of times I just leave it for people there with extra change. But the fact that the bitch didn't give me my money back pissed me the fuck off. She just closed the register. I'm like, can I have my change?
It's the principle. No,
yeah,
I got you.
It's a principle. Now, normally I leave that because I grab change all the time. Oh, it's 78 cents or 88 cents or whatever.
Yeah.
I take the pennies out of the penny thing. But the fact that you was just willy-nilly just going to leave my shit in there and keep it, because that's why I always tell people, I love black people, but I hate niggas. I go to gas my car up and I ran to a slick nigga. He thinking because he's sitting there starting a great conversation and we he's supposed to give me $9 back. He gave me $5.
Oh no. Oh no. No.
And I always, when I get it, I always keep it up in front of me and I count it in front of him. And even though I'm in the car, I'm like, my man. He's, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nigga, give me my shit before I slap the shit out you. I'm gonna fuck if you 6'5" or not, nigga. Like, you out of your fucking mind.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this slick motherfucker's been doing this for a while now.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, gas station's cash. And if you know math and you know how to, like, scammers are the ones you got to watch out for. Just told you about the motherfuckers on Craigslist. If you know how to keep the count right in your head, when you go to cash out at the end of the night, you good. That's all that gas station care about.
Yeah.
You give them the cash properly back.
Excuse me. Yeah. So what happens when everybody goes digital?
And this is what I'm saying, that I think we're heading in that direction.
Oh, hands down, because it's only in actuality. I mean, all 6,700 survived. No. After a while, everybody's gonna mess with.
Maybe like the top 100.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you gotta have,
like Russia going
competition.
right. So like Russia gonna pick Ethereum. We gonna pick Bitcoin. They gonna pick. You get what I'm saying? Everybody's gonna do
Venezuela's coin.
Yeah.
$50 worth.
Okay.
Of Venezuela's Bitcoin. That was about 5 years ago.
Have you checked it now?
Nah.
Nigga, you might want to go check.
I'm gonna have to make
You
a
might.
phone call.
Especially earlier in February, you should have been checking and be like, nigga, I got a Valentine's Day gift for me. Nigga, that's it.
So when you're looking at it this way, and you're looking how even through the you go through the tolls.
Yeah.
You know, they started that no pennies, and the government stepped in and be like, we make it, you gotta accept it.
Right.
And so then it changed to no pennies please.
Right.
Because they have to accept it if you give it to them, because it's part of American currency. So it's just going to show you that this is where they're headed. Maybe we'll be dead and gone. But in the next 50 years?
No, I think we'll be there a lot sooner. I'm not saying where Bitcoin will come over and take it over. Nah. Not in 10, but like in 10 years, we're gonna be everything's digital because you see it on the tolls, you see it there. Now with the banks and stuff, that's where they're gonna get you. They're gonna be like, you got a MasterCard? They're like, oh, I'm trying to go to Brooklyn. Yeah, you got a MasterCard? Okay, there you go. Everything is going digital in some form.
That's the sad part from an employment standpoint. Like I remember back in the days when every booth had an individual in it.
Yeah.
Then they came with this Easy Pass. Now, mind you, these are the same individuals crying broke every 3 to 4 years. So if you got people crossing through your business, million customers every single day, paying more than $10 an hour, per vehicle, and some more, especially you deal with these tractor trailers, with these axles that they charge you by, and you broke?
Yo, I don't know if I do believe they're unionized. I don't know what the hell they were doing, but they weasel themselves, to a shotgun in the head because that's exactly what the hell happened.
Because you have a lot of to go to Staten Island. They ain't never have a booth. Verisign Bridge, we'll mail it to you, nigga. Don't worry about it. You good.
They are cashless tolls for the whole state of New York. New Jersey is right behind them. Don't get that twisted.
They're still not. No, they're accepting.
Where?
All right, so
the GWB?
The GWB, they accept the cash now.
But that's it's not New Jersey technically.
I don't know how that works.
I think because you only pay going one way so far.
That's true. So it is Jersey.
And they talk about paying to get out too. That's what they talk about. They that broke.
Good luck with that shit.
I'm like, I'm gonna take the boat. I don't know.
Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of motherfuckers.
I'll be out there. Y'all be there in 25.
Quitting jobs.
30
you'll have a lot of people jobs that'll be forced to come over here. Because there are a lot of people who set up shop at even the Poconos.
Yeah.
I remember about 12, 15 years ago, my brother met this young lady who worked in New York but lived in the Poconos, and there's a bus that heads out. And it leaves a couple of times, whatever, but it's one shot. It leaves there and it goes straight into the bridge. And the area we were in, there's a lot of rich motherfuckers over there. So you have all these people who aren't going to be doing that both triple way shit.
No.
So a lot of businesses are going to be forced to leave New York to come to Jersey.
The fact that a lot of people can do their jobs from home is going to affect those big ticket jobs. Those big, we worked in the big Capitol room buildings and all that other stuff. They're the ones who will pay a lot of taxes. Believe it or not, they're the ones who pay a lot of things. And they will hurt. And those are the people who took the train every day in the city from like South Jersey, from the Middle West. They're the ones who are going, and we're going to feel the effects. We're going to feel the effects, but they're the ones who usually paid for the stuff. But a lot of things are going digital, dude. A lot of things are going digital. I have no problems. I don't see anything there. Like I said, when I saw, the terminals in McDonald's and them taking out of this, it's easier. You don't have to worry about change. You can tap and go. It's like it was set up almost for the pandemic. All the cars now got the little Tap It Express. Everything is there. Don't
Hold
worry
your
about
phone
it.
up, leave your thumbprint on it.
Matter of fact, yeah, but
Tap
they,
your phone.
they be
pay.
trying to get me to switch to phone only, just for the Google Pay or Chase Pay. Where I just like, yo, here's a code, bloop bloop, and go. So it's already there. So now imagine. So here's who's ahead of the game. So like it's the Cash App of the world, right?
I love my Cash App, though. I ain't going front.
Don't
I
get
ain't going front.
Cash App. You can buy Bitcoin, folks.
Oh shit, you're right. I remember
You
seeing
can buy
something about
stocks
Bit.
and Bitcoin. You can buy stocks and Bitcoin. Now, this should be for a lot of people. Now, this is not financial advice. Let me say this. We was explaining what was going on. This is still not a financial advice. Do your own due diligence and then check out everything there. You can check out everything we talked about, all these companies. You can go deep in there for the exchange and stuff like that. You buy whatever you want to buy. Understand the market has high volatility, meaning it will go up and down, and it is 24/7 with cryptocurrency.
I think that's to me, the scariest part of it. If we're talking about going pure, straight digital, I mean, first you're talking about tens of thousands of federal government employees at these cash banks being unemployed, but I think they would have to find some kind of stability. You're gonna tell Bill Gates that he went to sleep worth $50 billion and he woke up worth $45 billion. That nigga putting hits out on some motherfuckers. So I think it's good to get into. I think it's something, like Jeff said, something you want to put petty change in.
Yeah, if look, we a lot of us will be getting that 1,400. If you are working and you don't have to use it all on something important, maybe take $100 of it, play around. There are different types of cryptos. Do your investment. To me, I don't mind buying something small. I watch how it's going. You can watch the stock and see how it's been going for the past couple of months. If it's been going up and down, but in the right zigzag direction going up, check it out if you like it. See what the coin is based on. See the people who wrote it. See if somebody's going to use the coin. There are other countries that are using the coins for payments. Check it out. Florida, now the state of Florida, not federally. So again, when we talk about banks, government banks, they're federally backed. FDIC, federal backed. That's the America, federal, not state backed. Okay. Florida was the mayor of Miami was talking about paying his employees in Bitcoin just a month ago.
Good luck with that one, but
nigga, now, all right. So you know what? That's good. It reminds me because we really got to talk about like the dangers of of having dual currency. That is always something that should be really looked into because the amounts of it fluctuates so heavy. So that's like, hey, I'm supposed to get $50 a day for my job, but they give me Bitcoin, which is changing by the hour. So the amount of Bitcoin you give me is not equated to the $50 an hour, possibly because the market dropped. And now, instead of me having a $60,000 job, I got a $36,000 job and waiting for the upswing. Like, please, nigga, please. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's small things like that. Dual currency is going to be very hard to use. But it's easy because it can be very peer-to-peer, and it's something that it can be invested in. I really don't know what to say. I want people to be mindful of this and understand this. These are things that we were never taught. A lot of black people weren't taught about the stock market. People don't understand how this cryptocurrency is going. Everything is going digital at this time. It's something to get in while you can and invest in it while it's still small and sprouting. You understand? That $50 Venezuelan, I might not see this nigga next week. He might be like, yo, nigga, I hit it big. I don't know where you at, but that's it. And just by the chance. You know how many people were like that 7 years ago, 8 years ago? Talking about, yo, I'm holding this $1,000. Yeah. Look where they is now. Look.
I will say this. I think Jeff figures the next maybe 10 to 20 years, I would say pocket change. Start buying. I remember when I first met Nikhil, he was saying that every day when he gets in his house, every change, he trained himself that whatever change was left in his pocket, he had to put into a drawer. I mean, a jar.
Yeah.
And he cashed that in every year and it wound up being thousands of dollars to where it got him so mindful that he stopped buying a lot of the frivolous things that he used to buy. And he wound up saving more money, but he didn't go over. So I would say take that loose change, start buying currency in Bitcoin. Do your due diligence. If you want to do Bitcoin, again, there are apps like Robinhood that will allow you to do percentages and stuff like that.
You can always buy percentages. You do not need to buy a full coin. A lot of these coins are up. Like Ethereum is like $1,200 a coin.
I mean, that's doable.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean. Like,
but when you don't have $1,200, you could buy pieces and percentages. You know, throwing $100 on that, it goes a longer way than throwing it on $45,000 like
Facts.
Bitcoin.
Facts.
And it's doing just as well. And you know what I'm saying? It will grow, and it's something there. These coins also backed. They're turning them into credit cards from overseas. Again,
well, I mean, that's the greatest thing when you're talking about, especially when you go overseas. The number one thing you're worried about is your money currency and how much money do you actually carry. Because that's always a problem when you go overseas. Because especially like if you want to Cancun, or a lot of dudes was going to DR before a nigga started dying with fake liquor. You know, you were going out there with like, you know, a couple $100 and you were like thousands.
Yeah.
You know, you wouldn't have that issue or problem.
Yeah,
when it came to how much cash do I actually bring? Oh, now I gotta go to an ATM. I gotta go to the bank. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Motherfuckers is watch you come in and out of that bank.
But yeah, now you don't need to really do that. You don't even have to pay maybe conversion fees. See, that's the other kicker. You don't got to pay a conversion fee with your bank. Because crypto's going to be the crypto here.
And you said there's one bank that's thinking about backing it? I know we were talking about.
Yeah, it's a couple of banks that think about Bitcoin, definitely. I forgot. Use a U.S. bank or U.S. Key Bank. Yeah, they're thinking about backing it and accepting it for like payment. So I got to pay my car. Here's 50 crypto bucks or whatever. So those solidify the crypto. So it's not we're just saying Bitcoin as a name, but there's other cryptocurrencies out there. Do your due diligence, you know, and just take 30 minutes of a day one time and just look. Any questions you have, ask people who've been in it. There are more people in it now because it's easier to get into with the apps and stuff on your phone, so you can do all that stuff quick.
Technology these days is crazy.
Yeah, you got the money to send out and save. There you go. You can do it. You can do it. And to watch something grow, and you could. This is now with the volatility. Yeah, you may lose a lot, but you may grow within one day of work. That's how crazy it is. I invested at 8 a.m. You know, I'm getting off at 5:30, and you know I got $700. Like, yo, you know what I mean? And it's like, yo. So pay attention to this stuff, people. We've been behind the 8 ball for too long. It's throwaway money, man. At this point, I seen people throw away this stuff. You talking about if you catch the right thing at the right time, it's possible for you to get, you know, you can get a down payment for your mortgage. You can get, security for that rent, for that place that you want to go to. It's possible, you know. So be mindful of this, people. That's all I say.
I would say this. I need everyone to look ahead. Don't get caught out there sleeping again. When you're talking about a man told you to put $1, and each dollar wound up being 58 grand.
He only got 700 views, and I get it. He wasn't with the algorithm, but he put it out there. 700 people saw that. So I said maybe if 50 people took advantage of that, he made 50 people, you know, millionaires. Because whatever much they put in, possible millionaires.
So keep up with the times. That's the most important thing. And next week, I want to do it today, but we're doing next week. Got something coming up.
Yeah.
I really want to talk about the importance of credit.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, too many times we're fighting the system. We want to be that anti, and then wonder why you are still in the same situation that you're in, because you're trying to fight a system that's not going to let up.
Yeah.
So next week we're gonna have a discussion about credit score and what's considered good credit, what's fair, what's excellent, what's poor. Is it better to have bad credit or is it better to have no credit?
Sounds good to me.
And then we're gonna talk to you about this one gentleman. So I'm gonna say this, and I want you guys to think about it. And Jeff, do you think $130,000 is a good amount for you to be making every year?
I can take that. I'll take that in a heartbeat. Yeah.
So you're six figures. All right. So this is an individual who makes over $35,000 a year, and he's broke.
Yeah, it happens.
Listen, he's worth he makes $135,000 a year, and he's broke. And that's why we're going to go into the importance of credit, good credit, excellent credit, and the benefits you can get with it, from mortgage, loans, car insurance.
Keep your credit clean, because if you ain't got the cash, you gonna need the credit. Only two things rain out here, homie. You got it. Car to cash.
Yeah, that shit is dangerous. All right, y'all. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate it. We'll see y'all next week.